Approval of minutes. Special meeting September 3rd, 2011. Trustees present: Frank Darien, Cheryl Davis. Absent for part of the meeting: Larry Dice, Art Holbert, Craig Kidman, and Russ Richards. Art made a motion to replace the Ruby bathhouse roof and tin with metal roofing. Frank seconded the motion. Motion carried with Russ Richards abstaining. Art made a motion to purchase a sidearm replacement on our old 1961 sidearm mower. It cannot exceed up to $25,000. Craig seconded the motion. Motion carried with Frank abstaining. Craig made a motion to purchase a new engine and wiring harness for the 1983 Chevy 3/4-ton four-wheel drive truck, not to exceed $2,500. It will be used as a snow truck. A hose reel and a couplings will be purchased at a cost up to $500. Total expenditure not to exceed $3,000. Art seconded the motion. Motion carried. Art made a motion to send letters to a couple of property owners prohibiting them from use of common ground. It would have no vehicular address or egress. Craig seconded the motion. Motion carried. Craig made a motion to replace the radio towers and the repeater will work. The cost is not to exceed $3,000. Russ seconded the motion. Motion carried.
Make a motion to accept the minutes as read.
I second.
Watch that. Frank, yes. Art?
Yes.
Craig?
Yes.
Russ?
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
Okay, trustee board meeting September 10th, 2011. Frank Darien, trustees present: Frank Darien, Cheryl Davis, Larry Dice, Russ Richards, Craig and Art absent due to the death of Art Miller. Note taker Debbie Clutter. Call to order at 9 a.m. by Larry Dice. Announcements. Larry made a note to all that the Crawford Electric Amendment was self-replenished and that there had only been a $30,000 difference in the balance in 10 years. Not $30,000. I said $30,000. I said $30,000. Yeah. Sorry, $30,000 difference in the balance in 10 years. Approval of minutes. The minutes of the August 13, 2011 board meeting were read. Frank made a motion to approve as read. Russ seconded the motion. Motion carried. The minutes of the August 13, 2011 executive meeting were read. Frank made a motion to accept as read. Carol seconded the motion. The motion carried. Minutes of the August 21st, 2011 special meeting were read. Frank made a motion to accept as read. Russ seconded the motion. Motion carried. Minutes of the August 28th, 2011 special meeting were read. Frank made a motion to accept as read. Cheryl seconded the motion. Motion carried. Minutes of the September 3rd, 2011 special meeting were read. Frank made a motion to accept as read. Russ seconded the motion. Motion carried. Treasurer's report. Frank reported that we only collected 72% of our assets in the 2011 fiscal year. We put $42,118.42 in the reserve account. Some of that money will be spent on a sidearm mower, repairs to the wells at Lakeview Dump Station, and Crystal Bathhouse. Field manager report. Gary Thompson gave a report. The report that 25 roads have been graded, dams were removed, and brush hogging was done. The chip and seal companies are coming in next week to do our paving. Lake and fish report. Frank reports that bags of the chemical to repair Emerald Lake will be purchased. Must wait until lake drought show. Fire department report. Russ reported that there was a couple of incidents with unattended fires. The owners will have been fined. Everyone needs to watch their fires and make sure that they are out before leaving. Fire Chief Rich White is to check into the possible brush fire training session. Website report. We have a tab on the POA's website, our webpage. Old business, there was no old business. New business, there was no new business. Property owner comments. amendment to reallocate funds from the electric distribution dedicated account into another dedicated account. He said we only set 3 or 4 poles a year with a cost of $600 a pole. This is a perpetual account, meaning new owners pay for 10 years after purchase. Kevin Gephardt asked about the portion of the amendment regarding paying assessments 24 hours in advance of the meeting. He thinks it should be in a separate amendment. Frank answered that the amendment would make the check in much easier. Terry Owens addressed the board that he will meet with the board in executive session. Some discussion of the repeater tower for the FM radios were discussed. The tower will be moved to the office area and should work better there. It will be a taller tower. A property owner asked why Woodland bathhouse was closed on the holiday weekend. It was closed due to feces spread all over the walls and ceiling. It was closed to be power work. Cheryl made a note that we have had 3 holidays without a helicopter having to come out. Meeting was adjourned at 9:45 a.m.
Make a motion to accept the minutes as read.
I'll second it.
Question call. Frank, yes. Art?
Yes.
Craig?
Yes.
Russ?
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
Okay, trustee executive board meeting, September 10th, 2011. Trustees present, Frank Darian, Cheryl Davis, Larry Rice, and Russ Richards. Call to order, 9:58 a.m. I'm sorry, Larry Rice. And Russ Richards. Call to order, 9:58 a.m. The property owner met with the board asking for an abatement on unpaid assessments on a lot he was thinking of purchasing. His request was denied because the board previously made a motion not to allow any abatements of assessments. A property owner met with the board regarding his being banned from the pavilion area at Crystal Lake. Frank made a motion that the owner must pay a $75 fine and $150 for replacement of the barbecue pit, which they will buy and install. He is not allowed. What's that?
We will buy.
This is the first time that it's started.
Barbecue pit. We will buy. Okay. Barbecue pit. We will buy and install. He is not allowed to use common areas until paid. We also have to vacate the pavilion area by 12 a.m. Russ seconded the motion. Motion carried. Another property met with the board. What's that?
Property owner.
Okay. Another property owner met with the board regarding his occupancy for over 140 days. No resolution was made. Another property owner met with the board regarding the conditions of his property, as well as his occupancy over 140 days. Frank is to meet with him on Monday to discuss the lot cleanup. The occupancy issue was unresolved. An employee issue was discussed with the result that the employee was terminated. Meeting was adjourned.
Make a motion to accept the minutes with the change being, we will buy, add on, we will buy.
It says we will.
It says we will buy. It doesn't say property owner.
Make a motion to accept the minutes as read.
I second it.
Question call. Frank, yes. Art?
Yes.
Craig?
Yes.
Russ?
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
Special meeting, September 25th, 2011. Trustees present, Frank Darian, Cheryl Davis, Larry Dice, Art Colbert, Craig Timmons, and Russ Richards. A motion was made by Russ to complete roads with chip and seal that have already been prepared. Money is to come out of reserve. Lakeview, $18,603, plus 2 patches. Art seconded the motion. Motion carried with all voting yes except Frank, who abstained. Frank made a motion to cancel the board meeting on the second Saturday of the month. October's meeting will follow the owners' meeting on October 1st. The executive meeting will be held on Sunday, October 2nd.